Hello, good day everyone. This is your nurse Edwin again. Who will give you a good and interesting topics about nursing. So this time around, this vlog will feature more on tips and strategies on how to pass the state board exam or the NCLEX. I took the NCLEX back in about 20 years ago in Saipan, and I followed these strategies and tips, and I was able to successfully pass the NCLEX on my first attempt because I follow these strategies. So for those nurses there who are going to take the NCLEX, this might be as well a big help for you to follow what I did during the time when I was still reviewing for the NCLEX. Unang-una, ano ba yung dapat mong gagawin? So, pinaka-importante, understand the NCLEX format. The test is computerized. We all know that. It's a computerized, adapted testing. So, meaning that no single exam is identical. During the course of your exam, usually the computer algorithm produces its question based on your performance from previous questions. So, and then it will tell you the test bank is, the test bank is very comprehensive and it comprises different question styles and topic content. So, think of it this way. Mayroon kang horizontal line. This horizontal line sa tawagin natin pass line. Every time that you make a correct answer on your question, usually the line will go above the pass line. And if you go down, meaning you incorrectly answered that question. So anything above it, as I said, is passing, and anything below it is not passing. Now, with each correct answer, the computer will progressively give you harder questions if you are making correct answer each time you answer the question. So to determine your peak knowledge, of course, that's how you do it. So if you ultimately rise to a point wherein you are at the pass line that demonstrates competency with marginal doubt, I would say. So the test will either end with this determination when this determination is already been made. So it's either between, it will stop from 75 question to 265 question with a maximum allowed time allowance rather of 6 hours. So yun ang pagkakaintindi ko about the NCLEX. Okay, now, hindi mahalaga, it's not useful for you to try to self-evaluate as you test. Okay, don't assume that because you got few easy questions in a row that you are below pass level. Huwag ganun. Kasi malalo kang may stress. Sabi ko, bakit ang dadali ng mga questions sa akin? That is not so. Ang advice ko sa'yo, just focus on the questions at hand. What seems easy to you, you have to remember, what seems easy to you might be challenging to someone else. So, consider that every question is as important as the next. The test or the exam is all about endurance. So, prepare to sit the full time, which is the 6 hours, so para hindi ka ma-stress. So, yung mindset mo dapat, oh, sige, I'll finish this in 6 hours. But, kung matapos ka in just few minutes, like, let's say, about an hour, for example, to answer all that 75 questions, then it's okay, that's fine. Because, most likely, it's either you pass or you fail. Yun lang po yun. Pero, ang pagkakaalam ko, if you think that on your last question that you think that you got the right answer, you most likely pass the test. So, yan ang una kong tip sa inyo. And it is gonna be all right, guys. Let's go to number 2 strategy, which is stress management. For all those test takers that have the nervous breakdown experience every time they have to take any kind of a test, you don't have to worry this time. I understand test anxiety is a real thing, but if you were able to manage to take the local board exam, you went through the nursing school, you made it through the nursing school, I don't see any point wherein you cannot pass or get through also with the NCLEX, on reviewing the NCLEX and passing the NCLEX. Or even if you don't have a test anxiety, for example, but there are times, like especially during the day where you are about to take the test, that you feel some nervous because of the pressure from friends, from family, from the review centers. So, but there are a couple of ways to help your stress level at a minimum. Ano-ano mga yan? I have 3 actually. First, prepare the exam seriously. Don't make studying your life. So if you still can keep a balance from studying or reviewing your NCLEX and going out with friends or shopping together with your girlfriend or boyfriend, gawin mo yan. It's okay. And then a lot times in the days, for exercise, proper sleep, or whatever you do for fun. Because by keeping a balance, your mind won't build up the test moment to anything bigger that it is actually is. So also the third one, when it comes time to actually take the NCLEX, do not study or cram information from friends or from your review center. Rather, focus on something that helps you stay grounded, like either cooking a nice breakfast, listening to music, or going on a run, or anything that works for you. Ultimately, the best way to abate your nerves is to study appropriately. When you feel confident and prepared, guys, the NCLEX doesn't seem all that scary, to tell you honestly. Third strategy, know your study style. If you go by the system, on the different system, like for example, you started with a floated electrolyte imbalance, gastrointestinal, respiratory, cardiac, or something like that, do it. Whatever works for you is fine. But this is my piece of advice. Usually, during my time, we have this review center wherein they offer every weekend. So what I do, on Saturday and Sunday, I was in the review center. They are more on a system review. They are more focused on studying each system. So it was very systematic approach when they discuss about content that is most likely will gonna appear on the test. So like say for example, nag-discuss sila ng gastrointestinal on that particular weekend. So your focus of study from Monday to Friday would be based anything topic related to gastrointestinal issues like or diseases or any kind of physiological changes on gastrointestinal system. So yun ang focus mo para at least you are not jumping from one system to another. Yun ang magiging magandang style. So this is what happened. I do my Q&A every day from Monday through Friday. Anything topic related to what we discussed during the weekend. So 100 questions. And then I focus more on my maling sagot. Focus ko dun sa rational. Tinitingnan ko bakit ako mali dito. Yun ang focus para at least maintindihan ko. Okay?